you alluded to this earlier. It's been a whirlwind since Saturday, and as recently as this morning. And so I understand this is a very sensitive topic for you. What's transpired with Conor and this clip coming out of you talking to them, and his tweets that have been deleted, and your response, which I thought was very classy as well. What if anything do you want to say about this? Because I've seen you receive a lot of support from other Irish fighters. Irish fans seem to all have your back. And I understand that there's history involved here, and there's politics, and there's a lot at play here. So I just want to give you the opportunity to respond if you'd like to.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, I appreciate how you've kind of addressed that as being a sensitive thing, and to I can speak about it how I want. It's actually not like I wasn't offended at all, and now a lot of people in Ireland, especially in the north of Ireland, will be like couldn't be any more deeply offended as the thing he said, but I'm not actually offended or didn't take it personally at all because it sounds bad, but it just seems like it's another day in his life of being just tweeting madness. It's not like I seen that and went, oh, I can't believe he said this about me. I think it's just another day in the life for him. And I don't, as I just don't hold weight to his opinion anymore as to these sorts of things. And it's kind of a sad thing to say that, but that's actually just the reality of how I felt. In fact, I kind of just laughed at it when I seen it. It's not something I've been thinking about all day and going, oh, this and my identity and this and that. It's like, yeah, initially I was like, don't come with my identity. Like that's ridiculous. But then I was just like, this guy, he's on one, like, and I just don't care, But yeah.
I appreciate that. I know you've always spoken very highly of him and shown him respect as recently as a couple of months ago, right? And so I was wondering if there was any part of you that felt, I don't know, let down or just kind of bummed out about it all, because I know this is someone that you've looked up to in the past.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, I've always paid Conor homage at every opportunity. I'll always say that he's the greatest to ever do it. Always will. I would say always believe that. But nah, man, it honestly just it didn't really bother me coming from him because it just I don't hold that much weight to what he says anymore, which is, as I say, kind of a sad thing.
If he apologized, would you accept it?
Um, Not right now, anyway. Not right now.
I understand.
More so not for me, but more so for my people. From where I come from, what he said. I mean, like it. I only kind of realized, like before I came in the show, I was scrolled Twitter and stuff. Probably not a good idea. I kind of just realized, like, it's actually one of the worst possible things that you could say to a fellow Irishman, like in terms of how deeply insulting it can be to someone personally. Now, as I said, I didn't take it. I don't take much weight to it. I don't take it deeply personal, but people from my area certainly will.
Hmm.
Like where I come from, Derry has I don't even know how to describe it, like a very tumultuous history when it comes to Irish history. It's a very, very important place where a lot of important things has happened. And it would be incredibly and deeply insulting to a lot of people where I'm from to say that we're not Irish. But I'll not get into history, but I've told you my thoughts on how I felt about it. I could easily have just went off on one Ariel and just came on here and said this and that and this, but I just don't really care about what he says, and that's kind of sad.
Much respect. I appreciate that. One last thing on this topic. Did you know you were being filmed in that moment in the cage? I saw this YouTube clip come out from Anatomy of a Fighter, and I guess they're working with PFL. I know they're very close to that team, and I'm not insinuating that there was any sort of foul play, but I know this is a private moment that you're sharing, and it's a very, it's a sensitive one, right? Did you know that this was being filmed and that
Certainly,
this would come out?
I didn't know it was being filmed, and I didn't know it was coming out. And to be honest, when I woke up this morning and I seen it, I think something like that's a very delicate thing. And firstly, when I seen it, I was kind of to myself, I was like, the way you're saying that, like the way I referred to Connor as that guy, or what was it I said?
I think this
The
guy, because
other, the
Habib
other
referred to him as the other. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, I didn't even remember this happening. Obviously, I just fought 5 rounds. It's just ended. I can remember I'm talking to many people's. This is a short clip. There was a lot more going on than just this short clip. So when I seen that just that little bit went out, I thought, that's, that's a, why put that out? Just why not the rest of the conversation, or why not what he was saying to me, or why not anything else? I think I think they knew what they were doing there 100%. And I kind of wasn't all right with that, because I do know that they have to heavily proof everything with the Russian side, yet they didn't come to us with anything. I'm not making excuses. I mean, that's what I said. As I say, my initial thoughts were like, why'd you say it like that, Paul? As in, like, that other guy kind of sounds like a dickhead thing to say. But at the end of the day, I was just being honest in that moment. Like, I am my own man, as you well know. Like, I'm my own person. I'm just trying to be me. Like, I don't want, like, I'm creating my own story here. I'm doing my own thing. So it just, the initial way it came across, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. But at the end of the day, like, it's what can I do about it? It's after a fucking 5 round fight. It's
Mm.
just a small thing that's been clipped up. And yeah, it just is what it is. Like,
What do you think the reception will be like back home? You said you're going to be back at the gym on Monday. I think you're not home quite yet, but I feel like they're going to throw a parade in your honor when you get back home. What do you think it's going to be like?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I'm still out in Dubai here at the minute, just chilling. I don't know. It's gonna be cold at home. That's all I know. So I'm trying to stay out here as long as I can. I haven't thought about it, bro. I guess things are gonna be pretty different now as to just how much this fight has transcended anything I've done before. And then now, obviously, this shit that's happened today.
Yeah.
There's a be a lot going on. Like,
Yes, I can't imagine what life is like right now. Just curious, I mentioned, and we'll let you go in a moment. I mentioned the interaction backstage with Usman. Was there anything that we didn't see that was said between you and the team, you and him, other than that, brief 1 minute clip that's been out there?
quite a few things said.
Oh, really?
Um, both sides. I mean, if he was to clip up some things, up some of the respectful things that I was getting said, maybe he didn't want to make them look soft or too respectful. But like, none of that went out. Just
Yeah.
the wee clip of then that guy. But here, this is the game, Ariel, isn't it? That's I need to be aware of these things now. The position that I'm putting myself into. Anything that I say can be taken out of context, as you well know. Anything can be, anything can just be flipped. But it's kind of just, this is a really good learning experience for me now, because there's something that, like, I don't even remember. It was just a one thing I said after a 5 round fight. It was all respectful. I was just saying I'm my own man. There was nothing crazy said, but that little thing has now sparked a fucking war in Ireland,
Yeah.
and other war between Habib and Conor in Ireland and Dagestan. Well, more so Habib and Conor, but it just goes to show you, yeah, it's just the game, isn't it?
Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.